Hello again. This is the fourth video tutorial about beginning Python programming for Bioinformatics Absolute Beginner course. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk to you about how to write FASTA files to a file or FASTA DNA to a file. It is very important for you to start reconstructing or start generating FASTA first and then saving it to a file. So it's a two-step procedure. The first step is to create the FASTA content. The second step is to save the content to a file. So let's start with the first step. Step 1. Here we declare a variable called DNA. And here you can write down the FASTA file mark, then accession code here, genus, species, and more info if you'd like to. Then you start your DNA sequence below it. So no wonder, this is just a DNA sequence that I copied. Since you want it to go under, you write down \n and then the DNA sequence goes under it. In FASTA files, every 16 nucleotides, 60 nucleotides, is in one line. Then the next line contains 60 nucleotides and so on. So what I did was to separate 60 nucleotides per line by return characters like those. Now let's test whether this line works or not. Hold Control and press Enter. If it doesn't return any error, it means it's fine. You can also print out DNA and it will tell you about this. Well, this is not very necessary. You can just ignore that step. The next step, which is step 2, is to open a file. So we declare another variable called save. Save FASTA. It is equal to open, write down R, then a name of a file, let's say myfasta.fasta or mydna.fasta, you can say that to avoid confusion, and comma, then W plus. This means with the purpose of writing. Before writing any argument, you have to do something, which is to close the file. So save fasta.close. Now you write the other lines of code in between. So you write down save fasta.write to write the DNA sequence in it. So that's all what you've got to do. Hold Control, press Enter. Now the file has been saved with this name and this extension into a folder that contains this file, which is the Jupyter Notebook file. So let's navigate to it. This is my folder and here is my file. So if you have a look, this is the FASTA file that I just created, and this one here is the Jupyter Notebook that I just used. When you open it, this is the FASTA file that we just created with the FASTA marker in beginning, accession code, genus, species, and more information if you'd like to. Then the next lines of DNA sequence are here. So that's how you write DNA sequences to a file.